James Pearce, it was a disappointing visit to the Hawthorns for Liverpool. That one pass by Toure really cost them 2 points.
Yeah, very frustrating day. I think obviously Toure's come in for the brunt of the criticism, and it was a sloppy mistake from him. You know, he held his hands up afterwards and admitted that it was just a huge lapse in concentration that proved very, very costly for Liverpool. But you know, I think it would be wrong just to purely focus on Toure's mistake. Yes, it was a gift for Victor Anichebe, and that enabled him to cancel out Daniel Sturridge's first half strike. But Liverpool were a long way short of their best. You know, it was hard to believe it was the same 11 players who had lined up against Everton a few days earlier. They were sloppy in possession. I thought lethargic, lacking the intensity and the energy they showed against the Blues. And they paid the price for that. I think, you know, if Toure hadn't made that mistake, it probably would have been an unconvincing 1-0 victory. As it was a desperately frustrating stalemate, and especially having seen Tottenham and United drop points 24 hours earlier, it was a real missed opportunity for Liverpool to put more daylight between themselves and their rivals for that top 4 spot.
Because this is it, the top teams, even when they're not having a good day, can still grind out a result, can't they? This one just went beyond Liverpool when they need to get the 3 points in the bag.
Yeah, and I think that was the disappointing thing, the fact that you know, you need to be able to grind out results when you're not at your best, and Liverpool weren't able to do that. I think it was just a sloppy mistake. I mean, Toure is a vastly experienced defender, and you know, he couldn't even explain it himself afterwards. He said, you know, it was just crazy, terrible was 2 of the words he used, because you know at schoolboy level you're told never pass the ball across the face of your own penalty box like that. You know, I think that some people have given Mignolet a bit of stick for rolling the ball out to him. I wouldn't go along with that. I thought it was, you know, I don't think he put Toure under any pressure. He certainly wasn't under pressure when he first got the ball, and he had options. You know, if he didn't feel as if he did have options, he should have just knocked the ball out for a throw-in. But to play it across the box in search of Skirtle like he did was just an absolute gift for Anichebe, and Liverpool were left counting the cost of that mistake.
Now, one positive to take is Raheem Sterling. He played very well in the derby and didn't really get a mention. Brendan Rodgers said that himself on Friday. But he's our star man of the match this week, isn't he? He's having a great season. Yeah,
he certainly is. And yeah, I gave him man of the match, and I thought he was outstanding once again. One of the few positives for Liverpool on a disappointing afternoon. It's just been an absolute transformation in him, and I think you've got to give Brendan Rodgers a lot of credit for that. You know, you think back to earlier on in the season when he played, he looked devoid of confidence, and he was cutting back inside and looking for a sideways pass. And I think Brendan Rodgers said last week that he's worked tirelessly with him on the training ground to, more than anything, is work off the ball, both going forward in terms of his movement to get into dangerous positions, and also when Liverpool haven't got the ball, getting back behind and helping out defensively. And he, you know, again, it was another tireless shift from Sterling yesterday. It was just a shame Liverpool didn't get the ball to him more, because you know, he terrorised Ridgewell at times down that flank, and especially after Ridgewell was booked, you know, Liverpool should have been looking to get Sterling in the game at every opportunity. And I think if they had done that and given him more of the ball, they may well have got greater reward from it.
Finally, just to go to the transfer window, it was hugely disappointing they couldn't sign Konoplyanka. Is it going to affect the season?
Well, they can't allow it to. I think that's the thing. I mean, there's no getting away from the fact it's a disappointment, because Brendan Rodgers had made it abundantly clear he was hoping to strengthen his squad in January. What I would say is probably whether left wing was the absolute priority for Liverpool. I'd question that. I think it's not so much missing out on Konoplyanka, it's missing out on everyone basically, because I think at fullback Liverpool look weak, certainly on the left side, and in midfield I think we saw yesterday that they do need that extra option in midfield. You know, I think obviously Ian Ayres come in for some stick over the failure to complete the Konoplyanka deal, but you know, from what we understand, you know, Liverpool met his buyout clause in his contract. They transferred that 15 million euros to Danupro. The player underwent his medical, he agreed personal terms. Their owner simply refused to sign the relevant paperwork, and there wasn't an awful lot Liverpool could have done about that. And I know some fans are questioning whether Liverpool will take legal action, but the bottom line with that is that it's not Liverpool's battle to fight that one. You know, it's the player's contract, and it was up to him to whether he wants to go down that route. But you know, as far as Liverpool are concerned, that one's gone now. You know, Konoplyanka is staying put. You know, I think it's probably doubtful Liverpool will go back in for him in the summer, and they've got to focus on what they've got. And Brendan Rodgers has now got to try and get the best out of what he's got at his disposal between now and May. And I think, you know, he was very defiant after the game yesterday. He wants to ensure that no negativity creeps into the camp, because Liverpool have had a fantastic season so far. You know, I think any fan would have taken 4th place at the start of the season, and Liverpool are still on course to achieve that. And they just need to ensure that they keep on performing to the kind of level they reached against Everton, and ensure that performances against West Brom are few and far between.